Hello everyone, welcome to Preterist Papers. My name is Patricia and this is the 33rd paper in our series and it's called Parallels of Revelation and Josephus. You can find this 3-page printable document at preteristpapers.com. This fact sheet is not exhaustive of these parallels, but gives an idea of some of the remarkable similarities. It's based on Adam Marjok's more extensive paper, which is available online. Please see the footnote. We have abbreviated it for a quick overview and have made a few minor changes. We, here at Preterist Papers, currently see the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, and the 7 bowls as different perspectives of the same time period, that is, the few years leading up to and including the destruction of the temple in AD 70. It's important to refrain from trying to make Revelation linear, as many conditions in the war were concurrent and overlapped. For example, infighting, that is the red horseman, and death, the pale horseman, and conquest, the white horseman, were present throughout the war. The unveiling of the sevenfold events were not to give a chronology, but to show the justice and mercy of Jesus Christ in ending the old covenant and establishing the new. Let's take a look at number 1. The war was not only the Romans against the Jews, but included civil wars throughout the land of Israel. Ethnic wars within cities, conflicts among neighbors, and rival factions among the inhabitants of Palestine were some of the most horrific and heart-rending aspects of this conflict. Number 2 references underground caves and tunnels where people hoped they could hide away from the Romans in a last-ditch effort to save themselves. And number 3, besides using traditional arms, fire was the ultimate weapon of war that destroyed people and the entire environment, including food supplies. And number 4, Josephus reported of the zealots in Jerusalem sending a secret letter to the Idumeans for help, falsely claiming that Jerusalem was being sold out to the Romans and would soon be under Roman rule. The Idumeans quickly arrived in Jerusalem with 20,000 armed men, led by 4 generals to aid the zealots, not realizing the zealots were deceiving them regarding the so-called betrayal to the Romans. Revelation 9 reports of 4 messengers leading an army of what is usually translated as 200 million. We believe the number could possibly be 20,000 as in Josephus, because Young's literal translation states the number as 2 myriads of myriads. A myriad used to be the designation for 10,000. We wonder if it is saying, of the myriads, there were 2. Perhaps a Greek scholar could help us out. We also wonder if the reference to the Euphrates symbolically recalls the speedy conquest of Babylon carried out by the Persians in diverting the Euphrates in 539 BC, similar to the quick takeover of Jerusalem, also called Babylon, by the Zealots with the help of the Idumeans. Let's take a look at number 5. There were so many striking similarities between the 2 priests in Josephus and the 2 witnesses in Revelation, it's difficult to not draw comparisons, but we admit it leaves some unanswered questions. In Josephus, there were 2 highly esteemed priests who were leaders of the people, were hated by the zealots, had power over the zealots for a time, were later killed by them, their deaths were celebrated by the zealots, they were denied burial, and all this was accompanied by an earthquake and the deaths of thousands of Jerusalem citizens. This is astonishingly parallel to the 2 witnesses in Revelation 11. And number 6, the waters became blood. We reference 2 battles from Josephus, one involving the Jordan River and Dead Sea carried out by Roman General Placidus, and the other operation at the Sea of Galilee by Roman General Vespasian. And number 7, Babylon, that is Jerusalem, was divided into 3 parts. This corresponds to 3 warring factions of zealots, one led by John Levi of Gischala, the second Eleazar ben Simon, and the third Simon son of Gioras. In number 8, the Bible references hailstones, a talent in weight, which was about 75 to 100 pounds. This appears to be an outrageous exaggeration, but it quickly gains plausibility when we read Josephus's references to white rocks weighing a talent being catapulted over the walls of Jerusalem during the siege of the city by the Romans. Both texts use the exact same weight measurement, a talent. Number 9 draws attention to the 10 Jewish generals given authority over the various provinces of Palestine. These are also referenced in papers 21 and 28. We are thankful to have the resources and tools available to us as lay people these days, and we do not need to rely on experts who, we believe, have followed traditional seminary tracks too closely at the expense of critical use of available historical accounts. Since every scripture is God-breathed and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, and for instruction in righteousness, it's important to work toward a right understanding of this, the last book of the Bible. Please share your thinking below, and if this material is of interest, please subscribe. Shalom.